slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving.
Quit that. You a big cat. Where your chicks at?
Okay, you got me reminiscing over here, dog.
Yo, I'm just saying. Yo, low key, I'm not gonna lie. So like, I saw you with your chain out, and then I saw Fabian with the gold watch. So normally I tuck my shit in, but I was like, nah, I can't let them do this. I can't let them do this to me.
You know, it'd be a cool photo, bro. You know that was it Biggie? It was like they're all wearing all black, and then you just see their faces.
Nah, that was
Or was it Tupac?
No, it was Death Row because they did it for the Source magazine. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You gotta get a photo like that, dog.
Normally, I don't know if y'all see. Normally, we have alcohol, so I'm trying to start a new trend. Like we're trying to do something healthy. So this is soy based almond milk with 50% more calcium.
Drinking milk from an almond
and some motherfucking. Well, it says serious ass, but it's supposed to be serious mass. So shout out to my uncle Peter. He knew that I was working on my ass at the time, so. There's that.
He was working on that lower body.
Yeah,
it was. You need to get those cheeks up.
It was leg day, fam. Yo, my girl loves it, so I guess I just, I do it for her now. That's all that matters, as long as she's happy.
Shit, welcome back to the Cactus Boys, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's your boy Mo.
It's your boy Fabian.
It's your boy Nico.
How y'all been, man?
Shit, bro, I've been good. I've been hitting the gym now, so
been cooling it.
I'm back to it. I'm ready to get back into my fitness shit. I'm trying to lose some weight.
Yeah, that's what I need to be on, bro. Yeah. I need to get into.
You trying to lose more weight?
I'm trying to get muscled up.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, fam, yo, what the fuck?
I need to go to the gym.
There you go. Okay, bet. You gotta see. You gotta use your words, Fabian. Like that's
use your words.
Use your words, fam. That's it.
Yeah, I started hitting up that EOS you go to.
You did?
Yeah, but I go in. I mean, I get out a lot earlier than you, so that's why I don't get to see your ass there.
Nah, well, you wouldn't see me anyway. I start going at like 6 a.m, dog.
Oh, that's committed, bro.
I'm telling you.
How does that go?
So like to start out with, like. I gotta give credit where credit's due. My girl was the one that kind of inspired me because she has to go in the morning. So when she goes, it's usually like hella early. Like she'll have to leave her crib and be there by like 5:30 in the morning type shit. So I was like, you know what? If she could do it, I could do it too. And honestly, it's better because like I feel like I lose a lot of time in the afternoon because everybody and their fucking mom is there. And now when I go in the mornings, I ain't gotta wait. I just go.
That's good. It's cool to have someone to motivate you like that, bro. To like start, how would I say it? Adjusting a little different,
Yeah. What?
Because it does take up a whole lot of the time. Because you work out for like a whole hour?
Well, sometimes like, depending on how busy and what the day is, like it could take like an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. I think the thing with me is just like, I never really was open-minded to the morning just because as it is, I'm not a morning person, but it's like, I bitched about obviously like it being so busy in the afternoons and I just got so used to that. So I was in like my comfort zone. But once I started going in the mornings, now all of a sudden like it doesn't bother me. Like I look forward to it. Yeah. Like I feel like when I start my day earlier, it just feels like I'm going to have a good day.
It feels good to have like a little change like that, to be honest. Cause
I need to try that.
Yeah.
I never done that. I never gone in the morning, but I've always heard that it's beneficial for you. Would y'all ever try like a 5 a.m?
Ooh, I'm trying to work my way there, bro. I just started back.
I just told you I just started at 6 a.m. You gotta like, you know what I mean? Like
we gotta give you time.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Look, I get out of good reason.
It's like anal. Like you gotta do slow. Like you can't just like full like just go into that. You gotta like slowly. You know what I mean? Put the lube on first. Like just, you know what I mean? You gotta
you gotta rub it with your thumb.
Yeah, I'm saying it's like you gotta spit on it sometimes. Put an elbow in there or something. You know what I mean? It's just no, go ahead.
No, yeah, bro. I mean, the time I go at 3 o'clock, bro, it's like that's when barely everybody's getting out of work. So it's a good time that like half of the gym is kind of full, but not completely. So
I hate though, and this is something like,
but it comes in waves, bro. That's what I've seen.
I hate that sometimes what really packs the gym are fucking kids from high school. Like those like
tell me why. Yeah, I have seen that.
And it'll be 6 of them in a group, and they all are using the same bench, and it sounds really weird, and it sounds like a little like.
They just all group.
There's like a gang bang. There's a gang bang for this one bench, and it's just like, bro, like I'll never see that bench.
Bro, do you remember weightlifting in high school, like weightlifting class? How motherfuckers it would be like, oh, you in a group, and then you're gonna be his spotter, and like y'all just gonna be at the same bench doing this set for a while. That's what it reminds me of. I'm like, this is not high school. Like that.
No, literally my coworker, because I go with my coworker, he almost got in a fight with a dude. Like, because there's a dude waiting for a bench. He was waiting for a different bench.
Was that as bad as mine, or remember that one time?
Oh, no.
It wasn't like that? Oh, okay.
But it kind of insinuated to like that scene almost.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, So the guy that we're waiting for the bench for, that guy tried to go up to that bench. He's like, well, I was trying to say that bench too. It's like, bro, you just say you're trying to get that one. We just saw you trying to like ask the dude how many more sets he got so you can use that bench.
Right.
And then our guy gets done before his dude. And then that guy starts walking over there. My coworker's like, hey, man, we're going to use this bench. He's like, what? He's like, we could flip it. We could flip a coin for it. He's like, nah, bro. He's like, next time, you ain't got to be so rude like that. My coworker just looked at him. He just laughed. He's like, did you see this? I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm like, that shit weird. I hate motherfuckers that get into it like that, bro. It's like, it's not that serious.
For me, like, the thing is like, what I don't like is I don't like when I see people bullshitting. Like, I feel like for me, like, it's one thing to talk to your friend real quick or do something, but it's like to like stand there the whole time, talk to somebody, waste, everybody else's time. You see people waiting for the shit that you're going to do. And it's just like, that's the shit that's annoying for me. Is like when I go there, I like the gym for me.
I try to be generous too.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I'll even tell homie like, yo, if you want to, we'll work in together. Like, what are you
literally, that's what my coworker said. He's like, hey man, you're welcome to use it with us.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he's like, nah, bro, like, I'm like, you're weird.
For real.
Yeah, and it's just like people for some reason, like I think it's more like that, especially guys, is that male ego shit where it's like you got to feel like the biggest dick on campus. You got to, you know what I mean? You got to look tough because you can't have that. You can't look weak type shit. You know what I mean?
My coworker, he's trained for like UFC and shit. He's like, bro, I just want to beat his ass so bad. I'm like, chill out.
Damn, I tell you what, if I had a choice, man, the UFC would be like the last person I fight. Those motherfuckers know shit.
Yeah,
like,
but he looks scrawny, bro, because he wears a sweater, like an oversized sweater. So he hides his muscles, bro, but he's actually pretty ripped. So
he hiding.
He definitely hiding, bro. He's like, one day I'm gonna just
take like off the sleeper.
Yeah, bro. He's like, one day I'm gonna just take off the fucking hoodie in front of everybody and just be swole as fuck. I'm like, all right, bro, do you?
Do you for real?
Well, speaking of hiding, recently did y'all see that Frank Ocean perform? Like he was like the headliner at Coachella, and like I guess like. Originally, he had like all these like different plans that he was gonna do. The fuck, yo, is this your man? That's your man, right? This your guy? It's your boy?
She's my woman. That's my woman.
That's your boy?
That's my girl.
It's your boy, right?
That's my girl.
It's your boy? Go get your boy, dog. No,
I didn't hear nothing.
I was like, yeah, for everybody that can't see, Leslie just like tried in the worst way possible to like get this seat and like move.
When you're at the movie theater, you're trying to open the bag of chips.
Bam. It's like, yo,
it's
like, and then like you just hear you just like try to munch so slow, and it's just so much worse. Like you just hear it even more, and it's just like, bro, like just kill yourself. It's just fine.
I would rather eat chips than the popcorn. Oh, I got
Bam. I'm just saying. Anyways, so yes, so Frank Ocean was gonna perform at Coachella, or he did, and originally a lot of shit got canceled last minute. He was changing like all his sets. And obviously people were like excited because like, I mean, Frank Ocean doesn't perform that often. He has a lot of fans and all this other shit. So then concert happens. I guess there was like a live stream that was supposed to happen on YouTube. He canceled that for some reason. I don't know why.
What a hoe.
And then like, there was also a thing where like he was gonna have like this ice rink or some shit involved in his stage, and like they had to melt the ice for some reason, so that cost money. And then there's a second week of Coachella, and he just pulled out today, and Blink-182 is gonna take his spot. And I just kind of like.
So wait.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'd be more hyped to see Blink-182.
I know, all the small things,
bro.
Man.
All the small. Dog, what do you mean? They took
Say it ain't so.
No, but is that the only song y'all know from them?
I'm gonna be honest with you, yes. Look, I know other songs.
Like that's the only one I know.
I don't remember the name of the songs, but I know the songs.
That's what I'm saying. Like if I hear the songs, I know I've heard it before.
Yeah, if you play it, bro, in the car, I'll be jamming out to it.
Yeah. So my thing is like, with Frank Ocean, like this is my issue is this. Like I don't know, and maybe it's just because I'm not a fan or like a real fan or whatever, but like I don't know when did we as a society make Frank Ocean a star? Like when did that happen?
I couldn't tell you. But wait, did he perform? Did he go on the stage?
He performed, but a lot of
week one.
Yeah, he performed, but like a lot of people are shitting on the performance. Like they just said it wasn't that good. There's a lot of things, like I said, that are missing. A lot of things that got canceled last minute. And my thing is just like in the first place, like again, maybe it's because I'm not a fan. I don't pay attention enough. But it's like when did he become this like person that like, oh man, like Coachella, a big festival in California, we got to have Frank Ocean because we know people are going to sell out. Like, is it just because he doesn't come out that often and he's like mysterious? Is it like the nostalgia of his music? Like,
That's probably what it is. Cause I mean, like, I think it's cause he doesn't drop out. He doesn't drop a whole lot, like his last album was what was it, 2016, Blonde?
Yeah.
And so it's been 7 years, bro. And then he's always done some shit like that. Like the one before that one was Channel Orange. And that one was even in, I think, like, 2012. So, I mean, he has big
And then
gaps
Nostalgia
between
was
his
before
albums.
that.
Yeah, and then Nostalgia Ultra was before that. And it's like, those albums do have bangers. They're pretty good bodies of work, but I think around Blonde is when he got big. Because, I mean, Nostalgia Ultra was only, like, niche. Like, if you knew about him, you knew about him. And then Channel Orange was like, okay, he's kind of like mid popular, like he's a little bit big, probably like B-list celebrity.
Yeah.
And then Blonde is when I think it projected him into like A-list celebrity status type shit.
What do you think, Nico?
I don't know, bro. I mean, he is kind of exclusive. I kind of like that part that like he don't be dropping a whole lot of music, so it's like you do have to go back to just listen to those old songs. So,
Facts.
but I don't want him to be one of those artists that he drops the next album and it's fucking trash.
Well, my thing,
True, and you waited.
But then going back to like fucking Coachella, bro. It's like he didn't have to do all that, bro. If he just didn't want to perform, he shouldn't just performed or make it so complicated for everybody. You know,
my thing is like this is the way I see.
he should have came in set already for that.
Well, the thing is that Coachella obviously is once a year.
Correct.
Yeah.
Or like they announce it, whatever, right? So they know like when like Coachella is happening right now, and they're already working on the next year. So my thing is like they obviously knew, and they've been in talks with people about who's going to perform or who they want to perform. And sometimes it changes because maybe somebody gets hot out of nowhere, and obviously they want to use the hype and sell more tickets, right? My thing is like I don't know, for some reason, like I hear people talk about Frank Ocean, and to me it's like I don't see or I don't hear what other people are saying, because to me it's like his biggest song was over 10 years ago. That he hasn't topped that song, in my opinion, as far as popularity is concerned. I'm not saying he hasn't made better songs.
And for the people that don't know that song, what song are you talking about?
Oh, Thinking About You, obviously. So
Yeah,
my
I
thing,
was like, is that the one you talking about?
but my thing is like with that song, I feel like that opened up doors. Like at the same way, like I feel about like Chance the Rapper. At some point, people were crazy enough to say Chance the Rapper is gonna be better than Drake. He's gonna take over and this and that. It's like, fam, look how fast that died. And my thing is like,
Someone like Jack Harlow.
yeah, well, and Jack Harlow can still be somebody, but how big is he going to be? Time will tell. But my thing is like with Frank Ocean is just like, I just don't see why he was the guy in the first place. Like if it was The Weeknd, I get it. If it was Bad Bunny, I get it. If it was, you know what I mean, Adele, Beyonce, whoever the
Taylor
fuck,
Swift.
Taylor Swift, I get it. I understand those people. No matter what has happened, no matter who's gonna be there, they're gonna sell tickets. That motherfucker gonna be packed. And I think for me, it's just like, what did you expect? Like this guy doesn't tour. He really don't put out music like that.
Well,
so
yeah.
he's not in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he has the option to go tour, But it's like, bro, like, why do you do this to yourself?
I wonder
it's
if
like
it was
he has
like,
different platforms that he could go on and just tour.
I mean,
Well,
if you know the bag, then it's hard to say no.
I wonder how they do the music selection, because I mean, it must have been a pretty big group of people to want Frank Ocean there, or maybe it was like a biased thing on like the board of people picking like, oh, who's gonna headline for us at Coachella this year? Because I'm like you said, I mean, like there is a whole bunch of bigger artists. I wonder, like, was it for like R&B purposes? Because he's a big R&B dude. So like you said, like The Weeknd, I'm like that would have been good. Or like, who's it like a big R&B?
Miguel, Bryson.
Is Miguel bigger than Frank? See, because that's the thing. Like I don't know. I wouldn't.
He just has he has a different fan base. That's the thing.
When it comes to R&B right now, like I think the ladies are doing it better right now. Like
I can see that.
SZA, Summer Walker, even Jasmine Sullivan, her, like
hers always good.
There's
SZA always hit too.
There's a lot of women R&B artists. Like I think before the men used to be right there with them, and now I think women are really doing it better and doing it bigger. And I think like SZA, I think she's on tour still.
We got to give it up to the Ghostwriters though.
I mean, it's fine. Hey, Ghostwriters have always existed.
You got to think about like Lil Yachty like writing the Hot Girl Summer song.
Sure,
so it's like
that's not R&B,
Neo
though.
was writing for Beyonce and shit.
But
a lot of girl artists is fucking guys write those songs for them.
Have ghostwriters true.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm still not gonna take away from the fact that like you have to still perform it. You gotta sing it. You gotta master it. Well, you gotta get people to give a fuck about it, and that's the thing. Is like SZA's a prime example. When SZA came out to perform last year, I forgot, it might have been Coachella, and everybody loved the fact that she came out. And at the time, she didn't have an album out. She had been living off of Control that came out in 2017. and she doesn't have nothing but singles. And then later on that year, she put out her album, but it's like she followed it up and she did it pretty successfully. So my thing is like, I feel like when you have a situation like this, I think it should really open your eyes to see that maybe this guy is not who you think he is.
Yeah, I mean, or at least come out once a year, you know, like do a small little performance. Don't got to be nothing off the charts either, you know, like or a bigger platform like Coachella. Right. You know, because I feel like a lot of people are disappointed and like, yo, like they wasted a whole bunch of money just to go see this dude. And for him to throw a fit like that, it's like, come on, bro. It's like you're disappointing a lot of your audiences at the end of the night. And it's like now you're making a lot of people not want to go see you because you're going to be like this type of dude.
But is it like if you spent that much money to only go see Frank Ocean out of all the artists, is that like a dummy move? Because it's like, why'd you spend all that money to go see one person?
He doesn't come out as often.
Well, it's that, but it's also you got to think about it. It's like between the three of us, are we really Frank Ocean fans? No. But at the same time, it's like there's people out there that are. Remember, like we were just talking about it at fucking Camp Flognog. Like people were so pissed that Drake, of all people, was the surprise artist, and he's over here performing. And obviously, he has hits. He has plenty of songs. And it's like boo hoo to those people that were there at that day at that concert. You didn't get Frank Ocean. You got the biggest artist, the biggest rapper in the world at the time, and he has all these songs to perform. Some of them he don't really perform that often either. And that's what you're booing. It's like, you know, to me, like I said, it's like, I just don't feel like this whole mysterious act bullshit, whatever it is that he does, that shit is only going to last you so long. You got to produce.
Facts. Because that was how The Weeknd got big. I mean, nobody really saw his face for like a while. Nobody really knew if he was a single person or like a band, but he got big off that mysterious shit. But then eventually he did have to show his face. I forgot at what point, but I remember
probably like Starboy. I think Starboy is when he really put himself out there.
You know how I feel like should have just stayed like that? No one.
Oh, yeah. True. Noah. Yeah. True. He's a small artist. But I think it was after Kissland, his second album.
You really think so? I think Beauty Behind the Madness, when like The Hills was the biggest song.
Wasn't it House of Balloons? No.
Nah, before the mixtape. Nah, maybe Trilogy though, when they made that whole album, because that's when they first made his face, and then I think Kissland came out with his actual photo on it.
True.
I think, but it didn't feel like he really put himself out like in the public eye, and like, at least to me, until after Beauty Behind the Madness, because just how far that album took off. And I think when Starboy came out, that's when he really started like doing like the mainstream shit. Like I think like Daft Punk, like when he made those songs with them.
Yeah.
I think that's when it's like, damn, like, okay, The Weeknd is here now, and that motherfucker's gonna be here for a while. And
facts.
You know, all the other stuff like before that, like it was still very dark, very like moody, like I still do drugs and type shit, you know what I mean?
For real.
But it kind of gives me like,
you're doing different type of drugs.
Yeah,
man.
but
shit.
I like Frank Ocean because it's like they don't be playing him as much in the radio either. So it's like,
well, he don't be putting music out either.
No, I feel you, but you know, it's like thank God they don't be playing out his music like other artists. So it's like it does kind of make him kind of somewhat exclusive. So
true,
I don't know,
like
but I don't think like you said, I don't think he's gonna be as big as Drake, you know, or
no,
like,
never
like anybody else like that.
It's too late for all that. But I also too like sometimes it like when I think about it, and like me and my girl were having a conversation about this the other day. Like sometimes like I think it's hard, especially like I think more like with rap, because that's my favorite genre of music. Yeah. I think it's like it's hard to find new shit that like really hits or like really resonates. Like I feel like I find myself listening to the same stuff over and over again, and the only way that like I find something to listen to and I can like really listen to it is when one of two things happens. Either it's something new and I really fuck with it and it's just fresh, or it's something that I haven't listened to in a long time, and for some reason, whatever it is, like I can relate to it now, and it really helps me.
Resonates.
Yeah, and it's just like I wish like people like Frank Ocean. I wish people like that would make more music, better music, just because I think right now is a time where music is very wide open. There's a lot of people that make music, but not a lot of people
quality of music.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's not a lot of people that you really should care about. And I think it's like it's kind of the same thing with us, what we're doing. Like we want to make this podcast as big as we can, but at the same time, it's like how many podcasts exist in this fucking world?
Hella, but it's not like we're gonna stop putting out material either. Like we're not gonna be having big ass gaps in our work like that either.
Right, but I'm just saying it's like as far as like the quality is like we have to make sure that if we're gonna do what we want to do and we want to, you know, expand and just do the things that we talk about, there has to be a point where we really hone in and we really lock in and we really put all our effort into making some good shit. So my thing is like, people listen to podcasts all the time, right? But it's like, how many of those really get listened to? You know, like you hear Joe Rogan, you hear like Joe Budden, you hear like other people, right? But like that group of people, to me,
they're already big.
Yeah, like they've been established. They were doing other shit, and it just so happened that their fame allowed them to open doors for this. So I think with us, like getting it out the mud and starting it from the ground up, you got to give people a reason to fuck with you. You got to give people a reason to really want to listen to you and what you have to say. And I feel like that part is missing in music. I think a lot of it is like, it's a lot of bullshit. It's a lot of like Ray Shrummer put out an album the other weekend or whatever, and I tried listening to it. I'm like, bro, like
not the same.
It's the same shit I heard like No Flex Zone. Like I was in high school when you put this shit out.
Look, you probably don't know who DDG is really, but low key, I like what he's doing. Like he's vlogging all his stuff that he's doing. He's vlogging, or he's putting little snippets on songs that he's dropping. Like I think he's taking over YouTube big, you know, and I think he's doing it right. And I don't feel like a lot of artists are doing that. If they do, the last person that I know that did that was Tyga. When he was making those, what was those videos called?
Tyga?
Tyga? Careless Worlds? Or
no? I forgot what they were called. I think, like Tyga's World, something like that. But yeah, like he would record like his concerts, or like when he was traveling to different shows, when he would do meet and greets. He was recording all that. And like, what year was that? Like 2012? Like
15, 12? Yeah, around that area.
Like,
so I feel like people need to know how to like establish themselves now and being able to do shit like that.
I don't know if like a bunch of other artists were doing it at that time, but like I feel like that really helps.
Wiz Khalifa as well.
Yeah, Wiz Khalifa too. That really helps like an artist just build like a core fan base. I think
what it is for me though is like it's not so much about how they're putting it out. It's more about like the content, the substance. Like to me, it's like
if you relate to it, if you connect to it, right?
Well, it's like my mindset is like.
But then again, it's like I want to know an artist. Like, what the hell do you do on a daily basis? You know, and that's why like I like to resonate to DDG, like because he goes out and it's a daily life, bro. He'd be at his crib hanging out with his friends and just vlogging, you know, at his house, or he'd be going out to the mall with the homies and just showing you, look, I'm gonna go buy this new watch, or I just bought a yacht. You know, I took my family out into this fucking plane. You know, I mean, so it's like shit like that.
But that's cool. That's cool and everything. But my thing is like, for me, what I look for or where I'm at in my life. I want the motherfucker that's trying to make it right now. Yeah. I want to hear, like, what happened to the struggle? What, like, by the time that you hear somebody or you see somebody, they have all this jewelry. They got all these fucking cars. They got, you know, bitches in the fucking videos. They got all this shit. It didn't used to be like that. Before, you used to do what the fuck we're doing, and you would put that out, and eventually somebody will hear about you, and it'll keep growing and growing, and then you get to the point where you get to buy all the fancy shit and do all that stuff. To me, it's like
I like when people talk about like their experiences in life as well, and it's like they don't do that no more. You know, they just talk about bullshit like lean, smoking. You know, just being at the block.
Yeah,
it's like,
a lot of the younger new generation artists
it's like,
do, huh?
What am I getting out of that?
Like a prime example is like, look at the Migos. When I first heard the Migos, it was Versace. Where the fuck was the part where y'all weren't doing Versace? Where was that? Where when you were wearing faux Versace? Where was that part? That's the part that I want to hear.
What was the part you were wearing, Fubu?
That's what I'm saying. Like I want to hear about that. Where was the South Pole days? You know what I mean?
South
It's like
Pole, he said.
I'm just saying. It's like, yo, I missed that. That's why I think there's a big gap in why it's hard for me to find new music that like really matters, that really hits me, because I don't feel like the shit that people are putting out, like. The club shit is cool. That's fine. But it's like, that shit is like for one night. What about the rest of my life? What about Monday through Friday when I got to go to work? I got to do this. Like I'm trying to, you know, like level up. I'm trying to do bigger things. I'm trying to grind. I'm in that mode. I'm not in the, I want to party, or I'm not in the mode where I'm trying to get married. Like I'm not in the mode where I'm a father. Like I need to hear that shit. That's what I want to hear. And to me, it's like, I don't give a fuck about, like, no offense, like to him, I really don't give a fuck about the yacht you just bought, or like the shit that you did for your moms. It's like, that's great and good for you, and I'm glad that you get to give back to the people that helped you when you needed it. But my thing is like, that's why it's hard for me to relate, and it's hard for me to want to listen to new people. I'd rather listen to the old guys, because the old guys really talked about, I had to sell drugs, I had to do this, I had to get it from the mud, I had to really earn my way to this spot, and now let me tell you about what's here.
Going back to that artist, it's like he does talk about like all that, you know,
Yeah.
growing up and shit, you know. But I mean, it's my type of likes, you know. He has
Yeah.
talked about his struggles and shit,
Right.
but like you said, it's like we're not gonna get that type of body of work. I don't think at this time, because I don't think it's the moment or the hype right now that people want. So I don't think we're gonna get that type of body of work anytime soon again.
From
Or probably
Frank
even
Ocean?
again, or not just from Frank Ocean, but just like any artists,
Yeah, and
like coming out from the mud.
Like to me, it's like, you know, what's weird is like, I think with R&B, when you hear it, nobody cares about love anymore. Like I think back in the day, like the R&B songs,
Slow motion from it.
yeah, it's like that. When that shit started coming out, like that was like, that's what it was. Like there's love songs here and there, and they'll hit. But if you really listen to the songs that really make somebody
Dilemma.
popular, huh?
Dilemma.
Yeah.
All those old- those throwback
I mean, it's
ones?
'cause, I don't know. I guess guys are too cool for girls nowadays, you know. And it's like we always got to bash.
Well, it's just
on the
like a
girls.
different generation now.
I
Like,
don't know,
So-
but it's like, what happened to that though? What happened to love being cool? Like you don't want to love your girl, you don't want to show love to your girl, you don't want to have like a song that you and your girl have. Like so when did it turn from where the toxic shit, all the, you know, I don't fuck with you, or I fuck with you, but I like fucking other girls. Like
Well, I'm
what
with
happened?
you right now, and I got another girl on the side.
Yeah,
of me
or it's like, or it's always about like we're not working out, or like things are getting tough, and you know I don't know if I love you anymore. It's like it's always something that is like negative. Like I want to hear more positive shit. Like my favorite song off the SZA album, by No Mistake, is Snooze, because that literally, if you listen to the whole album, that's really only like the one time that there's like a pure love moment, and then even then, in a little part towards the end of the song, there's a guy that sings, and he's like singing about like just like things that are like not perfect, or things that are like kind of toxic, and it's just like that kind of ruins the song, because it's just like just do that.
And I feel you, and that's why I'm kind of liking reggaeton a lot more, because it's like they're more tapped into that side now. They're like talking about the women that they like, or they're talking about a relationship that didn't go well, you know, like Bad Bunny especially, you know.
Yeah.
He does tap into like that sensitive side, you know. And
But
like,
even him,
yeah,
what was the first song that really like blew him up?
Creepy Kush. If I had to say.
Nah, I'm talking about the one that really put him out there.
Oh,
Bad
the
Bunny?
one that got him big? Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you.
The one that made him mainstream.
I thought you were talking about like the one that put him on to like everybody could find him.
No. To me, when the first time, and this, I mean, this is just me. The first time that I felt like he made a song,
don't
and
say Drake.
no, it was no, and it was and like the song was what really took off. It really was Ayakaita. So to me, it's like if you listen to that song and you just listen to what he's singing about, it's like that again. That song hit, and he's still talking about a girl that she goes out, she does all this stuff. You know, she's partying, and he wants to be with her, but he sees how she is, and that's not the kind of girl that he thinks that he wants.
For you, it's for that. But I've been listening to him since like he had trap music, you know.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just
But I
saying,
feel
like
you.
not any of that shit before. That's different to me. It's like what was the song that blew
popped
him
him
up
up,
and
yeah.
made him mainstream, not just in South America, in North America.
No,
So,
I feel you.
Who is your guys' favorite like R&B artist, or like your top R&B male artist actually? Because I know y'all females artists. But
Right now?
Yeah, right now. Like who y'all bump?
Shit. I mean, it's kind of hard to.
There's a lot.
True. I think I be bumping a lot of Daniel Caesar.
Brent Fayez,
Yeah, Brent Fayez.
Roy
Bryson.
Bryson.
I haven't been bumping a lot of Roy, but yeah, definitely one. Tyus, if you know.
Why? Yeah, Ali.
Oh yeah,
who
yeah.
else?
Ali. There's a lot of good artists. You just gotta look for them, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. It's not that I don't listen to any of the guys you just named. I'm just not fucking with any of them right now. I really just don't care for them, because to me, it's like
It's not your genre or music, so it's like
no, it is my genre. I do like
Yeah, yeah.
R&B, but it's more so. It's like what they talk about or what they're singing about. It's just not. That's not where I'm at right now. I'm not in that mode.
not
And
in
my
that
thing
mode.
is, like I said, like their stuff may sound great, and that's cool, and you know, good for them. And to the people that connect to it and it does something for their life, I'm happy. I'm glad that you found something. But for me, it's like I want to hear the more passionate songs. I want to hear more about like a song where if it's coming from a guy telling his girl, like whatever happened to the genuine differences songs, whatever happened to, you know, appreciating your girl, like shit like that. You know what I mean? Like this nigga laughing for what?
I was gonna say R. Kelly.
He said, "I'm a puss on you."
You know, this is the time where we normally start taking breaks, because when shit like that happens.
But hey, guess what? Yo, we started fucking streaming everywhere now.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So
Oh, yeah,
real
yeah,
quick,
yeah.
you know, when you go to take a bathroom break like we are, make sure y'all remember, go look on your Apple Podcast app, go look at Spotify, always go look on YouTube. We're dropping episodes weekly. They're going to be on all streaming platforms. We're getting the TikTok up, and we have a Facebook page up. So don't think we're sleeping.
Why are we fucking saying this right now? Just hit that fucking like. What does it cost you? You know, don't be a weirdo just looking at our fucking videos and not giving us a like.
Facts. Go run the numbers up. You know what to do.
Like, follow, subscribe, always.
Do all that bullshit. Bow.
Are we back? Oh, we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We back and we better.
We back.
Better than ever.
How like 1 to 10? Be honest, okay? Don't lie. Okay? Just be honest. 1 to 10.
What kind of bullshit you gonna
Oh,
tell
no.
us this
I
time?
know. Where are you going with this,
Just
bro?
hear me out. Just hear me out.
Go
Scale
ahead.
1 to 10, okay? Okay. When Bryson Tiller came out, right? And then what was it? Don't?
Yeah. Don't.
1 to 10. How bad did you want to wear those stupid dad hats after the fact?
Dang.
Be honest with yourself. Don't lie. Don't lie because we're on camera. I will find out.
I don't fuck.
My sister Jasmine works for the FBI.
I feel like a good 8. Cause bro, I think I went and I was like, what hat is that? And I saw it was the 47 brand. I was like, I'm gonna go cop right there. I'm still wearing these dad hats.
I'm about to say, I mean, you would be capping if you said 0, so no pun intended. All right, we got an 8.
I'll keep it a stack, bro. I didn't really care about it. But,
You such a bitch.
Hold on, but I did like them. But you know how bad I really wanted him after something? You know that one part it stays quiet and then he's like, don't. Low-key, I just wanted him after that.
You know what's funny? I think I came up off this man right here. Off one of his hats, his Pittsburgh Pirate hat, bro.
Yo.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. I was like, he let me borrow it and I just never gave it back, I think, type shit.
Yo, and then like you checked him, you're like, yo, so when you gonna let me borrow our hat back? Like, yo, like,
It was our hat.
It was our hat.
Nah, because we always grew up, bro. Just, hey, let me borrow your shit.
Facts,
Nah, it was like Debo. It's like it's both ours. It just stay mediocre.
I mean, at certain points, I feel like he got shit, and I'll be like, yo, bro, let me rock that shit.
And I would
And then same vice versa.
I wouldn't ask. I'd be like, oh, okay. I'll just get it back when I get it back.
You know, when you get it
Forget
back,
about that shit.
it just smells like Cobra.
Oh, no.
Nah, bro, we weren't old enough.
Cobra
that-
wasn't even out.
But deadass, bro, we'll go to like what? Levi's in Tempe Marketplace when they used to have it.
Oh, yeah.
We used to go there, bro, try on the jean jackets. We're like, damn, we're gonna get one.
Yeah,
And then I
facts.
bought one.
Denim jacket. He bought a denim vest, bro. You remember when
that
those
is like
denim
so
vests?
nasty, like back in the
With
day.
the
I remember that.
snapbacks.
Oh god. Oh, what did that fur on it?
Nah.
Oh, thank God.
Nah, true.
Man, if that shit would have had fur on it, oh, this episode would have ended so fast.
Yo,
But going back to that, my bad.
yeah,
It'll be with snapbacks.
snapbacks and tattoos.
Yo, like that, like, pardon my language, the swag fag era, like that shit was so bad. Like the
It was.
cheetah print,
That was-
like.
Okay,
I don't know what
no
was
cheetah
on
print
back
for me.
then.
cheetah
No, I'm
print
just
for
saying,
me.
like the era. Think about this for a second. The cheetah print, the Vans, the high socks, the cargo shorts, the Ray-Bans that aren't
I was
Ray-Bans, but the
looking at
Ray-Bans.
cargos today.
I'm just, yo, the fucking, like the gate, like remember the snake bites and the gauges?
Bro,
Yeah.
I had the
Oh.
spider bites.
He did have the spider bites.
Oh, I just wanted to fucking throw up.
Gauges and
Bro,
everything.
my sister got spider bites just recently. And I was giving her so much shit for it. I was like, what are you gonna get spider bites for? I'm like, that shit's so played out. What are you gonna do it? Like, why? You're gonna look so bad. And she's like, no, I'm gonna just get them. I like them. And I was like,
This-
whatever then. I'm a clown on you.
The super, super tight, skinny jeans. Like that was that era. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like,
Were our jeans that skinny?
be honest.
A little bit. I think our skinny jeans were a little bit too skinny. I had a pair that was like too skinny. I was like, fuck, why am I wearing these? But I mean, that was the style back then. Like ripped pants. I remember when ripped pants was coming out. And
Wait,
then-
Moses, don't you wear skinny jeans to this point?
No. You know what it is? My legs got bigger and therefore they fit better. That's
wear
what
them-
it is.
you wear them
They
ripped pants.
filled in.
If you go into my
Filled in.
closet,
They finally filled in.
if you finally go to my closet and you see my jeans, they are not anything that says fucking skinny, tapered,
Hey,
nothing.
his
It's
mom,
all slim.
his mom was
Slim
like,
fit.
he's gonna grow into these pants one day, so I'm gonna just buy them.
Dead ass. The same pants from like 8th grade. Yeah. Yo, you know what's the most fucked up thing? It's the same length.
Sure, they never changed the fucking.
It just
length.
never changed, bro. It just never changed, bro. It didn't matter. My legs grew like sideways. They didn't grow up, you know, like that.
Hard.
It didn't grow out like vertically. It just grew out horizontally.
Terrible. Same.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Anyways, yo, speaking of like back in the day, I think you said something about it was
Oh,
Mr. Gasolina.
Yeah, Daddy Yankee.
Daddy Yankee. So what song was it that it finally got?
It got put in the National Recording Registry. It was Gasolina. That one. Everybody knows Gasolina.
What is that?
Huh? The National Recording Registry.
Yeah. What is that?
Oh, bet. Let me look it up for you quick. I had it. It basically is just like this.
I just want to give a round of applause to Fabian. He's actually doing his research. I am so happy for you.
Yes.
This podcast is not going to get canceled, people. We're doing it.
The national,
We're doing it.
The National Recording Registry is just a list of recordings preserved in the United States National Recording Registry form, a registry of recordings selected yearly by the National Recording Preservation Board for preservation in the Library of Congress. But it's for music that has culturally, historically, or aesthetically impacted the United States. But yeah, I feel like that song deserves to be in there just because it didn't impact the United States a whole lot. Like, bro, Gasolina's everywhere when it came out. Still is everywhere today, I think, for the most part.
Now, so here's my thing, because I don't know if you were there. I know you were there. Remember the whole J-Lo fucking conversation? Remember that infamous conversation?
Low-key, when you brought it up before we started the podcast.
Yeah,
I was telling you about it.
Yo, so like,
I told you J-Lo didn't do it. I told you J-Lo didn't do it. Rubbing my money.
First of all, I still stand by what I said. Second of all,
you are wrong.
To give context,
you are wrong.
To give context, okay. I am not a Jennifer Lopez fan. I do not care for her. Do not take it like this. It was a conversation between me.
Eli.
You gotta call him on
Eli.
Yo, you think he's gonna answer?
Nah.
Oh God.
So Eli, me, Fabian, Nico and Israel, we were sitting down at your house, and it was the early days of the podcast, and we were talking about, I don't remember how it got brought up, but I was just like, to me, Jennifer Lopez deserves some credit. Not a lot. I'm not saying she's the founder. I'm not saying she's God. I'm not saying that. All I said was she helped open the doors for Latin artists to cross over into the U.S. mainstream. She helped.
Yeah. She wasn't the main cause.
She was the pollera.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Put it like that. And these guys swore to God on everything that they love that I was fucking nuts. That I was like, made no sense, and that she did nothing. And my thing is like, I feel like if you were to ask Daddy Yankee, right? Or if you ask Bad Bunny, or you ask, any of those guys, to me, reggaeton and Latin music, it wasn't really big in the 90s for America.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about anywhere else, just in the US. Mm-hmm. Somebody like Selena, God rest her soul, if she would have lived, I think she would have been the first one, and she really would have opened the doors. She kind of did, but it was just too short of a window.
Yeah,
and
97, I think.
And obviously not like no coincidence.
Yeah.
What was Jennifer Lopez famous for? Playing Selena in the fucking movie.
I'm so surprised that Selena didn't even get up there though.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
because she's still as big.
Like, do you mean like
why she didn't get
a spot in
credit?
The spot in the
registry. Oh.
She probably does have some, but my thing is
maybe, or I think it's just like songs that have to be significant enough for the United States, like just America. And I don't know if she has any songs that impacted America like that. Like
it impacted us because we know Como la Flor and Biri Biri Bam Bam.
That's our culture. You feel?
You know what I'm saying? But it's like you got to think about it. That when white people, that's pretty much what it comes down to. When white people recognize you, that's when you know you made it here.
You know damn well all the white people were watching Selena.
No, I promise you, bro. As much as I would love to say that, I don't feel that.
But does it give you like a top 10 on like what artists are up there?
It doesn't give me a top 10. All it gives me was just like what does what give me a top 10? Like when I was reading it from?
Yeah, does it give you like the top 10 artists that are up there that made an impact? Or is he like the first one?
No, I'm sure there's plenty of other people, but I mean, for me, it's like it's the song. So like Gasolina obviously is like, when it comes to reggaeton, like that's like a big crossover. Like if there was a Latin music like Hall of Fame thing, like that song is there. And my thing is like, I feel
it's like that episode of Jimmy Neutron when crossover with
Timmy Turner. Yeah. I just feel like, to me, like the song itself, is it like crazy lyrically? No. Is the message like any deep message? No. But obviously my thing is like, when it comes to the lifestyle, the look, Daddy Yankee himself, like the way he rapped, the way that he was singing, the way the hook went, like, the video, the visuals for what it was at the time. Like, people don't really like look at it like this, but it's like, look at Bad Bunny, look at, Ozuna, look at whoever it is, the guy that's coming up, what is his name? Pluma, what is his name?
Peso Pluma.
Peso Pluma. Ask those fuckers. Any of those fuckers that are big now, I bet you.
Fuerza Regida.
I'm just saying. I'm telling you, like, go back to that time, go back to that era. I was in the fucking 3rd grade and I'm singing that shit. So my thing is like, I know that song was big and what it means. And I think to me, it's like, I'm happy and I'm glad that even though he's not Mexican, he's Puerto Rican or whatever, I'm very happy that Bad Bunny has pushed music as far as he has for brown people. Because to me, it's like the culture that we listen to, the music we listen to, mostly, it's either African American people or it's white people. And to me, to get somebody that is so big that everybody, no matter what race you are, no matter what fucking country you live in, even if you don't understand what the fuck he's saying, that fucker means something. He did something. He's big.
When that
you can't deny it.
When you start rapping fast, it gets you. You're like, oh, okay.
Hey,
Gasolina.
Facts though, and that also because it's like you can play Gasolina anywhere, and I think like most people recognize the song because it was even saying too in that little article for Gasolina that a lot of U.S. radio stations like wanted to get that song, like they were pushing for this song. So reggaeton was, and that was in 2003, so reggaeton wasn't like a whole big thing. Yeah, like
or like Yandel and
Wiz Yandel.
Yeah, like
Don Omar.
How long were those guys singing? Well before, and then once Daddy Yankee, Jennifer Lopez, whoever you want to throw in there, when those people really started making it in America, now all of a sudden they get their credit. Now they get to cross over. Now they get to perform at the Latin Grammys, or they get to perform on some bigger stage in the US. And my thing is like, to me, to a certain extent, you don't have to make it here to be big, but a lot of times the biggest artists, once they cross over here in America, now it's like, forget about it. You're out of here.
True.
So
About to fall.
I was gonna ask y'all what song do you think deserves to be in the National Recording Registry? Like any song you could think of right now to put in there, what song would you want it to be?
If I had to pick just one song,
yeah, just one song. Just one song. For me, I was thinking "Back That Ass Up" by Juvenile.
What the fuck? So like, your wife is here. You know that, right?
But
she's right there.
They were at the club.
But bro, it's like everybody in the U.S. like knows that song though.
I mean, wait, Leslie, real quick. Has he ever backed that ass up on you? Yes. Now I see why. This is the Cactus Boys pod, bitch. I just want you to know. So wait a minute. So Back That Ass Up should be in the
National Recording Registry.
I want you to pitch this to us and tell me why, in great detail, why the fuck that should be in there of all songs. Go ahead.
Because when it came out, bro, in the early 2000s.
Okay, I'm done. Go ahead, Nico.
Back in the early 2000s, bro, you can't tell me that song was not popping in the 2000s, and you don't tell me it's still not popping to this day in 2023.
Fam, look.
You tell me you would at a party right now. It doesn't got to be a family function, but maybe you could at a family function.
Damn Moses is gonna be at Zuma, sitting down and singing that song. Yo,
when they come on,
woman, when you back that ass up.
Look. I love Juvie. I love Cash Money. All that shit. There's so many songs that have happened that I don't know if you've heard.
But think about it, bro.
There's so many songs. Like, there's so much music out there, and the first one you thought about was that. Like, you do realize like how out of pocket that is. Like, you do see that, right?
Yeah, I
like,
do see that.
I'm just saying, it's like, I'm not saying that the song is not good. It's just like,
there's so many other ones.
Like, you had literally like hundreds of thousands of other songs, and the first one you thought about was you got the stupid ass here, like that was the one. That was the first thing. That was the first
exactly.
thing. You know what I'm saying?
He said at his point because he know the lyrics to it.
You got white suburban families singing this shit, bro.
You got the white girls, bro, dancing to this song. Come on now.
Whatever. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. Throw it in there. I don't care. It don't matter. It don't matter. I'm just saying, fam, it's like, I just think about it. I was thinking about the rest of the lyrics. I'm like, that's the shit.
But it's a good song to play at any time.
Well, yeah, because it's like it's one of a kind. I get it. I understand. I'm not saying it's a bad song. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying like that would not have been my first choice. That wouldn't have been my go-to. I would not be fighting on an island for that song.
For Juvie.
Yeah.
The G code.
Yo, nah.
If I was in the island with that song, bro,
Just you and the Tigers.
Partying with the animals.
me and the Tigers or me and the Sharks?
You and Madagascar.
Oh, God.
Oh, fucking Fabian, man.
Oh,
Fabian,
bro.
Fabian always finds a way, dog. He finds a way. I don't know how he does it. He's good. This guy's good. I don't know how he does it, but he always gets this shit in here.
I just be saying what I be saying,
Yo,
bro.
man, that's the part. That's really what it is.
Fuck. Now you got me thinking of a song.
Okay, for me personally, if it's not, I feel like it's already there. But like what the route that I was gonna go was "Dear Mama" by Tupac. That would have been my song. And if, I mean, I think,
Not hit him up?
no, fam, come on. What are we talking about? Like this, I'm talking about like legendary, like you know what I mean? Like
status.
I'm trying to be positive. I just told y'all in between this break, I'm trying to be positive, and then y'all bring in hit 'em up, back that ass up.
Positive aspect. Just
I'm
fucking.
fam, you just like fuck. You just like nah, fuck all that. We're here. Like, we're here now. This is where we're at. I'm like, fam. All right, whatever.
That's a good one though. Dear Mama, I fuck with that one. I can see that being in there.
To me personally, like I think that's the greatest song ever made. That's me personally. I'm biased, whatever, but that's my personal favorite.
I see that.
If that song is already there, and if I had to pick, like, let's say if I had to pick a song within the last 10 years,
Híjose.
if I had to pick one song, what year are we in? 2023. So from 2013 to now. Oh my god.
Versace. By the Migos.
It's tough. Nigga said bad and bougie.
Bad and Bougie. Bad and Bougie.
It'll probably be like a Lil Wayne song, like Lollipop.
Nah, because Lollipop happened like way before that.
Before 2013?
Yeah.
you're
the
right,
Carter
you're
3 was like 2008.
You're right.
Low key, I know it's going to sound weird. It's not like it's like a... No, because maybe I shouldn't put that in there because I don't think that song like culturally had that kind of an impact. But Damn, this is tough.
It's a tough one.
While you think about it, I'm going to just say probably Hot Like Bling by Drake.
Hey, true. I feel
one.
like there would probably be a Drake song in there. I want to see who's in there.
I'm really trying to think. And it's tough. I feel like to me, I think it's one thing like when we were talking about Gasolina, right? Gasolina had an impact where, like I said, like it opened the doors, it helped further Latin music, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. There could be big songs, there could be great songs, but like Bad and Bougie is an example. Like Bad and Bougie was a big song for the Migos. It put them on. It put on, you know, them as a group. But did it do anything for music? Not really. Did it do anything for Atlanta? No. Did it really do anything for groups? No, because that's just what it was, and they had an impact for themselves, not for like the better of music.
Yeah,
I would have to say another one, Mr. Worldwide,
Pitbull. But song
is that the song, Mr. Worldwide? Or
nah, what song? He had a couple bangers, bro, that were just fucking
ass Pitbull. I bet you Pitbull was fucking bumping Gasolina with braids on. I'll tell you that shit.
God.
When he had hair.
Culo.
That song was popping. I don't know if it was just as big as
Tremendo Culo.
That song was big.
Venga chiquita. I forgot the rest of the song.
Culo. That's all I remember.
It was really hard. I'm trying to think of all the motherfuckers I ever listened to. You know what?
Just so much variety.
I thought you would have
music,
said
that's the
Jay-Z.
thing.
Nah, because Jay-Z.
Or Drake.
Nah, I mean, Drake has made big songs, but like, I mean, he kind of took a bit, like, I guess you could say like the best answer. I mean, technically, I think One Dance was bigger, or it had more of an impact. But then the thing is like, to me, you know,
My boy's gonna say Little Nas X.
fuck no.
Lil Nas X. No. You got the horses in the back.
No.
Pause.
Yo, Fabian, like, dog, like you start with back that ass up, and then this is the shit you say after. Like, you realize, like, you're not making your case. Like,
Which case?
the
gay allegation
yeah,
case?
beat the gay allegation. Like you gatekeeping,
Bro,
right now.
I beat that shit.
like you know, gatekeeping. You're gatekeeping.
Leave a
like,
comment down below if I beat the gay allegations.
You did not. I promise you, you're not gonna like what you see. It's gonna be a lot of thumbs down and not in your
like the
butt.
little
Cap,
fool.
I smell
The
cap.
little fool spoke up.
I call that.
He's like, yo, it's just Leslie's the only one that comments. She's like, he's a little gay.
She would never say that.
Yeah, he's a little. No, you know what? I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to cheat. I'm gonna look real quick.
All right, babe.
I know it's not. This goes against everything I stand for. But
you gotta look at it. You gotta look.
But hold on.
This is a tough question.
From what era? From what era are we talking about?
Like I said, from like in the last 10 years, from 2013 until now. What's like the one song that you really feel like kind of just changed?
Culturally shifted.
Yeah, culturally shifted things. Like really changed things, whether they're for the better or for the worse.
What about XXX Tentacion?
Nah, I don't think you got any songs like that. Was that 2013? Yeah, because they're like 2014, huh? That party rock anthem.
We got Lil Wayne. We have.
That's a good question.
You know what? This is gonna sound just as bad as fucking
Juvenile.
No, yeah, this is gonna sound just as bad. But I have a reason as to why I'm gonna say this.
Yes, I'd love to hear the take.
To me, and this is horrible. I think, what's her name? I think that Cardi B song, Bodak Yellow. That song.
I'm surprised.
That song changed things because now all the girl rappers, that's the formula. That's what they follow.
They want to follow Cardi B. They don't want to follow Nicki, huh?
Nah, because like Nicki could really rap. Now, how good is a rapper? That's up for you to decide. But as far as like having the ability to rap, write your own raps, sound like you could hang with the men. Nicki's the last one. When Cardi B, you could tell when Cardi B came out and she had that song, you could tell like the music industry got behind her and they pushed her. And the thing is like she, if you really think about it, she was so successful for those like 1 or 2 years. She don't do shit now because she made it that big.
No, you got
and like to me, like it wasn't like the same thing, but like I remember, and this is another weird example, when Lady Gaga like came out and she blew up. That bitch had a hit after hit after hit after. It felt like I
remember that. Right?
It felt like she had like 12 fucking songs on the radio at once. And the thing is that she made it so big that she had that like era, that small era that only lasted maybe like 3 years tops. And you never see her again, and she's acting or maybe she's making more music. I don't know. But you know who the fuck she is, and she could sell out right now.
Facts.
Just because of that. And my thing is like, that was the last time I seen it. And then now with Cardi B, because technically she falls in the time frame. Now, Meg Thee Stallion, now Ice Spice, now Glorilla, now, the City Girls. Now, like, all these women that rap the same, if you really think about it, their influence, you could see it from her. And I think to me, it's like, again, whether you think it was for the better or for the worse, that song is so big.
Yeah, it's always
and it was so big.
Tenía el sazón, es por eso.
I mean, for me, it's like, I hate to admit it, but that's what it is. And it's like,
I can see that.
I think for me, it's like those kind of songs, that's what changes music for whatever reason.
You know who we always forget about? T-Pain.
T-Pain.
Well, I mean, T-Pain, again, he goes past that because to me, it's like, if you want to go back into the 2000s, I think to me, like, Go Shawty, It's Your Birthday. Like, as dumb as that song sounds, that was a hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as, you don't, how
Chris
people
Brown.
Well, I was going to say, people may not feel like this about him, but, right now in this moment, but Kanye West had a lot of songs that changed the game.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, I think like, Lil Wayne, Lollipop, that changed the game forever. Like no matter what you say, that album, that moment, if it wasn't for that, there would be no Drake, there would be no Nicki, there would be no nothing. There'd be no Tyga, there'd be none of that shit. That made him a superstar. And that is what he used to give them, be like, here, I have all this spotlight for you fuckers. Get on a hook, get on a song, use me so you can get big yourself, and then I'll let the training wheels go, and whatever happens, happens. And there you go. And look at how successful they became. To me, if we're going that far back, Lollipop for sure. That shit has to be up there.
And like you said that, bro.
Has to be.
That's how I want to be us to like Arizona, low key.
Oh, you're talking
like
about...
I want us to be the Lil Wayne and the Drakes.
Oh, Arizona.
At least for Arizona, for
podcast.
putting on people and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah, that would be tight.
I definitely want to. Like, I think for me, like, especially like, because we talked about it, to me, slowly but surely, and unfortunately, Arizona feels like it's transitioning to fucking California.
Yeah.
And
For
then,
real.
and it's like, to me, you know, people are moving to California, and like everything is going up in prices, and it's getting really ridiculous. But at the same time, you got to look at it for the opportunity. And to me, it's like, I don't know one podcast that's started here, grown and bred here, and is still here now, and it's big enough that like people in California, in Texas, in Miami, in New York, in Chicago, people fuck with them. I don't know nobody. Bootleg Kev is the only person that I know, but he ain't here. He went somewhere else.
He's from Cali.
Oh, well, I mean, but he also lived here too. He reps AZ sometimes. So my thing is like, to me, like I said, like I feel like the opportunity is there. We just gotta go do it. There's no like who's gonna stop us? Who's gonna get in our way? Facts. And we can be the first ones to open the door.
There's a whole bunch of space.
We could be the Jennifer Lopez of
we
could be the Daddy Yankees.
Hey, you owe me a soda.
You know, one day, I don't know when. One day, Fabian, I would love to see you grow up. One day.
Hey, but one day, I would like to expand this podcast as well. You know, like if there's other people out there that wants to hop on or like got other ideas that could help out this pod, why not? You know, try to shoot your shot. You know, I wouldn't say we're opening the doors for everybody, but we'll be open-minded to see what you want to bring into the table.
More so, like, I think for us, we are the Cactus Boys. Having a female perspective does help sometimes.
We could have like a ladies' night as well.
Oh yeah, of course. There's like one day. What I want to do is I want there to be episodes where we're not here. It's just the women, whoever it is. They talk. It's their thing. Like I want it to be
Las Cactus Girls.
The Cactus Girls.
Whoever it is, that's what I want it to be. I want it to be a thing where it's like you don't just get one side, you get both sides. And I think to me, it's like I want to be that podcast that you know you find it in your daily life. Like you look forward. You know that for a fact. Like
I would like to open up doors for a lot of people too.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, but also just being there for people, being that outlet. Like how we use music, I want people to use us. I want people to have this and be like, damn, you know, I had a tough day at work, but I know, you know what, tomorrow the boys are dropping in the morning. I can listen to them and start my day over, and it's positive. That's the kind of shit that I want,
bro. Literally,
I want to be on that type of energy.
That's what it is for me right now. You know, it's like, yeah, I might have had a tough day yesterday, or I might have had a bad day in the morning, but you know what? At the end of the night, since I'm here with the boys, it feels a lot better because I get to hang out with the guys that I'm good to see every day. You know now.
Yeah.
So, same here. I had you guys know I had a tough day. You know, I had a tough night last night. So it's like, obviously, like coming here, being able to express myself, being able to talk to you guys, being able to, you know, ask you guys for advice or whatever it is, like it means a lot. So I want to have that same impact for other people.
For sure.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, we're going to be that one day. I definitely see it.
One day, motherfucker. We now.
We are now, bro.
Now is the time.
We young, you know, we got a lot to offer, you know.
Yeah.
Facts.
And shit, there's plenty of more like opportunities for us to open up, you know. So
yes, sir.
You know, just stick by our sides, you know. It's like I feel like we got a long ways to go, you know.
Yeah. But they're gonna see it. If they want to be on this ride with us, then you know we're gonna appreciate them. But hopefully y'all stick with us. We're gonna make it.
Cameraman. Look at cameraman. Yo, Leslie is so intense right now. She's like, it looked like she was so upset with whatever she was watching.
She was focused.
You know what she was? She was probably watching us. She's probably like thinking about this motherfucker said back that ass up. Of all he said back that ass up. That's what he said, huh?
She reviewing the episode already.
But backing that ass up, make sure you back that ass up to a like, follow, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification.
Shout out the page, yo. And like we said again, we got YouTube, we have Spotify, we got Apple Podcasts.
About fucking time.
TikTok. We're gonna have fucking
Let's
Facebook.
Go!
Yeah. Go run the numbers up.